morning and welcome to the Jeremeko Jones Report. I'm your host, Dr. April Bonner, and this is Jeremeko Edwards. He is the CEO and founder of Edwards Life and Casualty. I'm a 20-year mortgage banker and also in trading and investments. And together we are bringing you everything you need to know about your money. We care about your money here at the Jeremeko Jones Report. It is so important that you have people that look like you, that you can relate to, that you can trust about your money. How many people in the city of Detroit trusted their life savings in the hands of a broker that didn't care about them and lost all their money? They had no knowledge, they had no education, and people came and you turned over your whole 401k to them. Everything you've worked for 20, 30 years, and in many cases lost. And so we're here to bring you some real succession of knowledge and information and insight in how you can manage your money and how we can grow your wealth. So we're excited today to have with us Miss Michaela Jenkins. She is the assistant to Mr. Jeremeko, and we have some really exciting news. We are opening up the opportunity for you, some of the baby boomers. Maybe you're in retirement or going into pre-retirement, or maybe you're just like Michaela, 21-year-old young lady that made a decision that, hey, I want to do something different with my life. I don't want to be all over social media, dropping it like it's hot. I want to be up out there making the bag, securing my money for my future. And so she met Mr. Jeremeko, and he taught her this industry called life insurance. And we are so excited to hear from a youthful perspective what she thinks about the industry, her career. And I'm going to allow Mr. Edwards to go ahead and introduce her properly.
Okay, all right. Again, my name is Jeremeko Edwards, and so I started this business about 10 years ago, and I had to make a lot of changes in order to get into the business. You know, starting down the financial industry. Again, I grew up, like April was saying, just a different background. People saying I need to go to college, or people saying you need to play basketball to be a rapper. And I said, you know what? I want to be a businessman. I want to be a professional.
Okay.
And so I got my license, and so I had to make a lot of changes because, again, where I come from, and so I had to change my thinking, I had to change my attitude, and I had to change my association. And so I want Michaela. So Michaela, she's my assistant. She's been working for me for about 2 years now. She got her license and started in the business, and she's making money like crazy. Money's just flowing in her account. And so,
wow,
Michaela, I wanted you to talk a little bit about association, because she's changed a lot, and it started with her association, people who she listened to, people who she took coaching from, and just people who she hung around with on a regular basis. So, Michaela, if you could talk a little bit about how you had to change your association.
Yes. So when it came to this business, I realized that association is a big part of how successful you can be in life. So by having a good association around you, not only in this business, but also in your personal life as well, can really determine how successful you can be. So not all association is good association. You want to make sure that you get rid of any bad association that causes negativity in your life, any association that will make you go back to your bad habits, any association that's not benefiting you and getting you where you want to be in life, or not allowing you to accomplish any, whatever goals that you have.
Now, let me just chime in right there, because I have a son that's about your age, and we need to repeat that again. Association.
Yes.
It means so much.
Yes.
There was a movie back in the day, I don't know if you remember, The Butterfly Effect.
Yes.
Yes.
That was such a powerful principle. And I remember when my kids were smaller, we watched that movie, and it amazed me how much your life is affected by the people, the kids that you grow up around
you, right?
and the kids that you hang out with.
Mm-hmm.
As a 21-year-old in your early 20s, or even teens, because we can license people at 18.
Right.
It's so important who you hang around.
Mm-hmm.
Because if your goal in life is you're working with this gentleman that's making $250,000 a year. You're on a trek that you want to go in that direction.
Right.
You can't afford to hang around with a bunch of weed heads
Exactly.
and people that want to wear their pants down to their ankles
Exactly.
and have no plan or clue in life. And I would hope that even in your dating, you want to deal with people that have the same goal structure.
Right.
Because if you don't, you'll end up like the butterfly effect. You'll end up going down some crazy dysfunctional life that is less than what you could have been. And we're super excited to be able to offer our young people an alternative. Like Jeremeko was saying, he thought, well, I don't want to do basketball. I don't want to be a rapper. And we think in the Black community, that's all you can do.
Right.
When it's not. We can use our brain and study for a state exam, get you licensed, and this is not a 4-year commitment. It's not something that requires you to go to school for 4 years. You simply study for an exam, and in 2 to 3 weeks, you can be off and running in a full-time, white-collared career. This is something that, as a 20-year banker, I remember the years that I spent as the only Black in a company, as the only woman or Black woman in a company. The glass ceiling is shattered now. Now you can come into a white-collared profession in finance, and you can be African American. You can be whatever nationality. You can be 18 years old. That's amazing. That is absolutely amazing. So you want to definitely call and get some more information. Mr. Edwards, tell them how they can reach you.
Yes, you can just call me directly, 313-492-0052. I'm always near my phone. I'm always available. Or you can call my office number as well, 248-996-8500. And Michaela, she's at those phones. And she can put you in and connect you to me as well.
Absolutely. You can also always reach me for any of the guests here at WHPR at 803-404-7538. You want to definitely get in touch with us this Thursday. We have a recruiting seminar at the Courtyard Marriott in Southfield, Michigan. So wherever you are, whether Chicago or Indianapolis or nearby Ohio, come on, get in the car, jump, and let's restart your life. Maybe you're at a dead-end job. Maybe you're working for Amazon and you're tired of lifting boxes. Come and get in this recruiting seminar, and we can get you going on a brand new career in financial planning, because life insurance encompasses what? Jeremeko, it's not just life insurance. It's the index. It's annuity. It opens a door. Once you get your insurance license, you can choose to go into Medicare, health insurance. We're quickly approaching the open season for medical insurance. And so we are desperately looking for new agents, and we can get you licensed in healthcare. And if you're currently carrying a license, it's one of the largest commission-bearing companies that can actually take your career in life insurance to a whole nother level. You've got commissions going all the way up to what, Jeremeko?
140%.
Wow. Not 100, but 140%. Stop working for $15, $16, $17 an hour and come on and get you a six-figured income with no 4-year college degree debt that was necessary to get that. We appreciate what the president is trying to do in wiping out college debt. But as I was talking to a friend of mine this weekend, be for sure that that is not just for any college loan. Unfortunately, he and his wife went through bankruptcy over their children's college education. They lost almost everything. And so it is really important that you understand the value of positioning yourself. Position yourself through education to get to a next level. And when you get an opportunity like this to position yourself with only 3 weeks of studying, getting a state license, that is incredible. And this is a national firm that Jeremeko is with. The Edwards Life and Casualty is a part of the Alliance Group. And the Alliance Group is a national company. And you deal with some of the largest financial institutions in the world, such as what?
Such as Mutual of Omaha. We do with Transamerica, Foresters. These are multi-billion-dollar companies.
Absolutely. So we're not talking about a mom and pop situation. We're talking about leveling out the playing field, where as a black businessman, he's been able to tap in and play with the big boys. And so these are huge companies. Transamerica is so huge, they encompassed and absorbed 3 other companies inside of themselves. We're talking about AIG. We're talking about Foresters. We're talking about some of the largest banks in the world. And I know these names because as a 20-year banker, we brokered through a great deal of these companies. And so we're talking about rock solid institutions. Let's talk about what happens. I think I was talking about on our radio show. We're also on WHPR 88.1 on Thursdays at 1 p.m. And we were talking about what the misnomer about 401k. A lot of times in the state of Michigan, we have so many people that work with the big 3, and people get enamored with the fact that I have 401k and the company is going to, they're going to match my investment. But the truth of the matter is, ladies and gentlemen, you need to look at the fine print. The fine print will show you that there are so many fees associated with that. Everybody is getting paid before you are. What you're really doing is you're feeding a system. And that system gets everybody paid but you. Everybody's going to get paid before you. And when you get ready to move your money, there are so many thousands and thousands of dollars that you have to deal with. And so Mr. Jeremeko Edwards has a program with his company that offers you investments with your life insurance. Tell them again about that.
Yeah, so we have it's a product called Index Universal Life. And so it's 2 products, actually. We have just a regular index account where you can stash money in and you grow your money at about 5% interest, right? But then we have the life insurance part, and that's called the Index Universal Life. So you can put money, you can overfund your life insurance policy, and your money, your extra money that you're overfunding your insurance with is growing at 8% interest. So my IUL is insane as far as the money that has built up in it, and you get the compound interest, which is one of the best wonders of the world, compound interest.
Yes.
So you need insurance anyway. You might as well get an Index Universal Life and overfund it, and then you're growing 8% interest on your money. And you can use that as your own bank. You can literally be your own bank. You can let it grow over some years, and when you need to take out a loan for a car, you dip into it, take the money.
Absolutely. You've got to learn how to be in charge of your own money. It's time out for just trusting other people, turning over your life savings, and you have no clue what's going on, and you're trusting other people. What are some of the things that you've seen, Michaela, in your time in working with Mr. Edwards? What were some of the things what was the one thing that really impressed you the first time that made you say, I made a good decision?
I would say just working with him over the years that I have, just being his assistant, I didn't really look too much into the business, just as far as just being his assistant. And then I put the numbers in, his numbers that he would bring in each week off the people that he would help. And so that really got to, I asked him all these questions about how does a business, go about. So I would say that was the one thing that impressed me about him.
Show me the money, huh?
Yeah.
You saw the bottom line on his numbers.
Right.
And you're like,
yeah,
this is impressive. And you said, what? I can do this.
Yes, I did.
Absolutely. And you can do this too.
Right.
This does not take rocket science. You don't have to be a genius. You don't have to commit 4 years of your life in a new college degree. This is 3 or 4 weeks of studying. Some people studying 2 weeks and pass that exam. And you're then licensed in the state of Michigan, and it's yours for your life. You can take that life insurance license and you'll have that tucked away, something you can put on your resume. When you go to apply somewhere, they ask you, do you have any certifications? And that's a huge one. My son is in his second year at Oakland University, and thank God, knock on wood, that we were blessed with a 4-year scholarship. He happens to be a pretty smart kid. But what do we do when parents are going into debt and they're trying to get the best college education for their children, and still kids can't land a good job in the field that they went to school for? I mean, it's a thing. It is a real thing. You have a lot of adult children that are moved back home because they've not been able to successfully find what they needed to have economic independence, separate and apart from their parents. And so this gives you an opportunity, mom and dad too, that you can now get connected into an industry, into a career, because there is an opportunity, right, Jeremeko, where they can start their own agency.
Yeah, absolutely.
We've started an agency with his group, and we've taken Kingdom Global to an area where we're now able to work with pastors in churches, and we're trying to get pastors educated and trying to educate their congregations. And we're open to doing some church seminars and actually sitting down with your entire congregation, because guess what happens when they can't afford to pay for that funeral? They're calling you, Bishop Bobo. They're calling you, Pastor so-and-so, because they want you to help bury their loved ones. And so people are scammering around trying to get a cash app, when we can educate your parishioners and show them how to set up their own life insurance accounts, take care of their families, and also present gainful employment. How many of your parishioners are without a job? How many of your parishioners are underpaid, underserved, don't have enough income to meet all of their bills? Well, sweetheart, when you don't have enough money, it's time to find a second job. And if you don't have the time, the energy to go out and physically, manually get another job with more labor and production, then let's start to think smart. Let's get you a life insurance license, and let's start doing some financial planning. This is very easy work when it comes to, having to lift boxes and doing physical labor. This isn't working at Walmart or Amazon or any of those things. This is your being at home with a laptop, going out on appointments around someone's kitchen table. And I love what Jeremeko said on the radio show this week. It's about your wanting to help people, right?
Right.
Your mentor said what to you? If you just want to what?
If you just want to help people, you can get rich.
Listen, it's just that simple. And just how rich is your mentor?
Oh man, Andy Albright, he has 2 planes. I think he's almost I think he makes about 30 million a year. He has
Jesus.
He has 2 jets.
Wow.
So he has 2 jets. He has a property on 250 acres. He's built 2 cabins on that property. He has a property in North Carolina. He actually owns a whole zip code in North Carolina where he built his office on. And so he just continues to grow. He continues to impress me. Me and Michaela were talking on the way over here. If I had to choose between meeting like a superstar or a rock star and then going to spend time with Andy, I would choose going to spend time with Andy. Andy has impacted my life something insane. Like, and then being able to have that connection, your association is important. So just me being able to hook up with him and be in business with him, and just bring other people into his company and just my company, it's been life changing.
Absolutely. And let's talk about some of the perks in the company. You need to go to his Instagram page. I went to his Instagram page. I said, Jeremeko, is that you on the water skis?
Yeah, so every year, if you become one of our top producers, every year they have an all expense paid trip. So anybody can get in and you can earn this trip. So you don't win it, you earn it. You help roughly 100 families in a whole year, and you and the guest all expenses paid, plane ticket. You can leave your wallet literally at home. They give you spending money. But these insurance carriers, they got all this extra money, and they take care of us because we are the ones promoting them. And so they get their money together, and they pay millions of dollars to take us on these once in a lifetime. We go every year, but it's once in a lifetime trips.
You should tell them about Ireland coming up.
Yes. So we have a trip
Yeah.
called. So Ireland is coming up. So that's next year. After that is Africa, but Ireland is going to be off the chain.
Yes.
Like you
Ooh,
don't.
I really want to go to Africa too.
Yeah. Africa's going to be
That
nice.
sounds nice.
Yeah.
So you want to get connected. You
Yes.
really do. Somebody said it's nothing like working with people that you like to have fun with. How many times, in fact, I was with my daughter and my son-in-law this weekend, and we were talking about the life insurance business, and we were talking about the fact he still doesn't like the people he works with. He's gone from job to job, factory to factory, and it's always an issue of the people that you work with. But what a wonderful thing that you choose the people that you work with and you like the people that you work with. How much more productive could you be? If you were working with people that you like working with, you're doing something that you respect. This is not like selling steak knives, ladies and gentlemen. This isn't Mary Kay. This is the essentials, the fundamentals of your finances. The Jeremeko Jones Report is about wealth building. It's about financial income balance, managing your money, and we're here for all of that. My background as a 20-year mortgage banker, one of the things we've been talking about lately is being aware of what's going on in the country around you. We just lost the Queen of England, and some of you may not be aware that there is a trading industry. And in trading on the Forex market, you're trading currencies. So when you have a major change in the world economy, it affects finances. The Queen dying, it affects finances. Trading is the U.S. dollar being traded against the euro, traded against the British pound. And so these things affect the NASDAQ. Now, what happens when you sometimes you need to take a first step, a front row seat in controlling your money. You may be like Mr. Edwards. It says, listen, I've got equity in my home, and I'd rather see it making money than sitting in my mortgage. Where are you in your mortgage? You know, I'm with Modern Mortgage. I can assist you in looking at the equity you may have available. You may say, well, my house payment is too high. I can't even afford life insurance right now. Let's sit down and look at it. Let's see if we can lower your rate, and let's save you some money on a monthly payment so that you can get what you need. You cannot afford not to get life insurance. Your family cannot afford for you not to be responsible. So all of these things work hand in hand, whether it is your mortgage base, finding out the equity in your home, what cash you may have to begin investing, because the index that Mr. Jeremeko spoke to you about, that's powerful. 8% compounded interest. What's happening in your mortgage? Nothing. Your mortgage is sitting there. Your money is sitting there. It's doing nothing. Money is a currency. That means it's a flowing current. It should be liquid. It should be moving. It should be growing. And so we want to make sure that you have the tools that you need to make sure that your money is growing with you. Pastors, we're talking to you as well. You need to contact us at Kingdom Global. I want to sit down with you, introduce you to Mr. Edwards. Let's set up a whole church seminar where we can make some donations to the church. We want to make sure that your people get on the right foot. We don't want them to call the church office having an emergency. Pastor, can you bury my mama? Because we don't have the money. We've got to get these things together. We've got to be proactive. The more you empower your people, the more our community is empowered, the more your church is empowered, and the better it makes you appear as a leader. A good leader makes preparation for its people. And so we're here for you. You can reach out email me at ladybonnerministries@gmail.com, or you can call to get more information at area code 803-404-7538. That's my South Carolina area code, 803-404-7538. And Jeremeko, you are licensed to do business in every state except New York?
Yes.
Absolutely. So wherever this is seen, we can assist you. Okay? Again, reach out to Mr. Edwards. His assistant, Michaela, is going to be ready to assist you as well. And tell them what is the best way to reach you.
So the best way to reach me is directly 313-492-0052. That's my cell phone. You can leave a message. As soon as I'm finished with one appointment, I can call you back. Or you can call the office number, 248-996-8500. Or you can email me at mrjedwards.naa@gmail.com.
Now, this Thursday, okay, that is the 15th. This Thursday at 7 o'clock p.m., you have an opportunity to break the glass ceiling in your own future. Let's go ahead and make that move. Let's make the move that's going to change the financial trajectory of your life. Michaela made that decision, even at 21. So let's not be 30, 40, and 50-year-olds still stuck in a cycle of not enough. Let's go ahead and jump into a new career in financial planning and life insurance. Give us a call, get more information. And remember, at 7 o'clock at the Courtyard Marriott, that's the gray Courtyard Marriott building off of Northwestern Highway in the city of Southfield, Michigan. You want to get off on the Lasher exit and make a right turn there. If you're coming from the north, West Bloomfield, if you're coming from the south, you want to follow that service drive. And we're right there, just a couple doors from that exit. So again, Courtyard Marriott at 7 o'clock this Thursday. Let's make the change. Let's get the information that you need so that you can begin to move forward in life. We care about your money here at the Jeremeko Jones Report. And listen, if you are trading in Forex, you give that British pound a few more days to calm down. Don't get your money twisted in all of this political hoopla and the Queen passing. We certainly give honor to the first family over in England, and we pray that all is well with them and the United Kingdom. But here in America, let's make sure that you take care of your money. We appreciate you here at the Jeremeko Edwards Report. And again, for more information, you can reach me, Dr. April Bonner, at 803-404-7538. You can reach Mr. Edwards at
313-492-0052.
And Michaela, would you like to leave your number?
248-252-6941.
Or Instagram.
And my Instagram page is Insurance by MSJ.
Very good. And your Instagram page is what?
My Instagram is just Jeremeko Edwards.
And you really want to check that out. That water skis picture, that did it for me. That made me want to get involved with the company right away because those vacations, beautiful, absolutely fantastic. Listen, thank you for another week of being with us at the Jeremeko Jones Report. We care about your money.
Bye.
This is LaWanda.
This is R.J. Watkins.
Coming to you to bring you some information about the #1 detox in the nation, Lemon Burn. Lemon Burn helps to turn the fat into fit. It's for you, a happier, healthier you. Because you know healthy is the new beautiful. an all-natural way to improve your health. It promotes a healthy digestive system, attacks and reduces belly fat, as well as gives you energy. Need to get yours today. Call 313-868-6612.
Don't forget to exercise and eat right.
Let's cherish these moments. Made possible by the COVID-19 vaccine. Keep the celebrations going by keeping yourself protected and your COVID-19 vaccines up to date.